Okay, welcome to the Legend of the Innkeeper YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping by. Um, Tonight we're going to do a little bit of the arena, switch it up a little bit. Usually I play ranked, but I got my wingman with me, Zerotio. Zerotio, you going to help me out here with some arena stuff?
Yes, I'm really excited. I don't run a lot of arena, but I'm really excited to run some with you tonight.
Awesome. Well, let's get right in it. This may be a long process. I've never done an arena YouTube video before. Actually, it's been a while since we've done arena YouTube or a YouTube video in general. We have Warlock, Shaman, and Priest. Zero, you know which one I want to choose, but I'm gonna let you chime in on the choice also.
Well, in arena, Shaman hasn't been that good lately. Priest has, but I know you love Warlock.
I do love the Warlock. So many cool combos, but in arena, I feel like it's always the how do you say, like the neutral cards? I guess you get a lot of those going on. So maybe I don't know, what have you had luck with in the past?
I don't usually play a lot of Warlock in arena. I have had luck with Priest, but I've heard that Warlock is not that bad in arena and can be pretty good.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the Warlock then. I think that'll be a good choice. So we choose.
Embrace the shadow.
Oh, very cool. And Zerosha, you already know this, but for those of you out there, you'll notice the animation that Gul'dan has, because I achieved the Golden Warlock, got the 500 wins. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Alright, our first choices are Demon Wrath, which is deal 2 damage to all non-demon minions, Void Terror, and Murloc Tide Collar. I mean, I want to snap pick that Void Terror, because no matter what we drop on turns 1 and 2, we can eat him up with our Void Terror, making him bigger and making him a demon.
Yeah, I
But
like using Void Terror, but it really depends what we're going to get. Demon Wrath is probably the best choice just because it's good clears.
yeah, and I'm thinking with Warlock, we might not run into a lot of board clear, and it's a decent one too. So I think we'll go with the Demon Wrath here. All right. So our next choices are Antique Healbot, Drain Life, which is deal 2, heal 2, and then Demon Fuse, which is give a demon +3/+3, give your opponent a mana crystal. Demon Fuse is new with TGT. Not really sure how well it plays. Haven't got a lot of time in with it. Obviously, the Antique Healbot is real strong. So
Yeah, I like Antique Healbot here. Drain Life is good, but the Antique Healbot's really going to be good value.
I think so too. Turn 5, we can heal up. Being a warlock, that's always nice. And we can also put a 3/3 mech on board. So we're going to go with Antique Healbot. Our next choices are Dancing Swords, which makes your opponent draw a card upon death. The Mogu Shan Warden, which is a taunt with 1 attack, 7 health. And then, of course, the Flame Imp. I want to snap pick this Flame Imp really bad. So
And you'd be correct in choosing that. The Flame Imp's definitely the best value.
I think so too. I think so too. So, next up we have another Antique Healbot, a Soulfire, which is deal 4, discard a random card. And then we have a 4/4/4 Ogre Magi with spell damage +1.
Well, these are all some good picks here. The Soulfire is probably your best. We don't really have much use for increased spell power, and we already have Antique Healbot.
Alright, we're gonna go with the Soulfire then. Alright, and another thing I like about the Soulfire is it's deal 4 damage, which can be anywhere. Next choice we have is the North Sea Kraken, which is a 9 cost, deal 4 damage with its battle cry. Another Flame Imp, and the Amani Berserker, which is a 2-drop, 2/3, and then you enrage it with +3 attack.
All of these are really good, but North Sea Kraken is probably one of the strongest drafts in arena, no matter what class you have.
Yeah, I'm thinking we grab him just in case we don't see another fatty, and he can be, I guess, what they call a bomb. You know, he could be that one card that we drop, and if they don't have removal, they're done. So,
Well, if you think about it, he's a bomb, just like any of the other big ones, and he's also a soulfire.
oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Okay, which like you said earlier, having that, 4 damage anywhere you want, that's good. So we're gonna pick the North Sea Kraken here. All right. Oh, I like this. We got the Dark Iron Dwarf, Void Caller, and Tournament Attendee. I so want to pick that Dark Iron Dwarf. Just because the Void Caller might not get us a lot of value because we might not have. Right now, we only have one demon. So in the Tournament Attendee, I think. I don't think. I know he's not going to happen. So Dark Iron Dwarf, are you agreeing on this?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Void Collar in Warlock, but we don't have enough demons yet. So Dark Iron Dwarf's going to be a good value.
Well, the way I do arena is my first, I'd say 10 to 12 picks, maybe even 8 to 12 picks. I usually go on strictly single cards. How valuable would that card be if that was the card you laid down alone and it didn't it didn't have a synergistic card to go with it. The Dark Iron Dwarf, of course, it synergizes with another minion being on board, which happens a lot. Void Caller, it's tough to have those demons in your hand, especially when we only have one right now. And of course, a tournament attendee just not going to happen.
Exactly. And the only thing we have that synergizes with Void Collar is Demon Wrath and Flame Amp right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got our next pick. We chose Dark Iron Dwarf for that past one. Now we have Raid Leader. Your other minions have +1 attack. We have the Dark Bomb, which is a 2 mana deal 3 damage, and then we have another Drain Life. I almost want to pick this Dark Bomb just to pinpoint some damage there.
That Dark Bomb's the best value out of the three.
Yeah, I think so. So we're gonna choose that. Yeah, we're at 7 right now. So we have the Frigid Snowbold, Demon Fuse again, and Boulder Fist Ogre. Right now, it looks like that Boulder Fist Ogre is nice. I like it. We don't have any 6-cost minions. I think if we choose that, we're pretty stout with two decent sized minions.
Boulder Fist Ogre is probably the best pick. Frigid Snowbolt has some synergies with Demon Wrath, Dark Bomb, and Soulfire so far. But I think Boulder Fist is best just for straight value.
Yeah, we're going to go with that. All right, so here's our epic pick. We have Big Game Hunter, Garrison Commander, which allows you to use your hero power twice, and Murloc War Leader. I want to go with the Big Game Hunter. Even if we just draw it, you never know what you're going to see in Arena. They may drop that North Sea Kraken, and we just take it out with the Big Game Hunter.
And a 4-2 on 3 is not terrible.
If we have to drop it.
Yeah, let's definitely go with Big Game Hunter. The Garrison Commander is not terrible, but for what we have going on, Big Game Hunter will definitely be the best.
All right, so next we have the Doom Guard, a demon. We have the Goblin Sapper, and then we have Siphon Soul. Destroy a minion, restore turret 3 health. This is tough because I like the Doom Guard, but then again, I love Siphon Soul because you hold on to that. If anything they drop, it's gone. You destroy it, and you're, restoring 3 health.
Yeah, Doomguard's good, but we definitely need that removal because they're going to do something. Siphon Soul's probably the go.
All right, so we're going to go with Siphon Soul there. All right, so next picks are commons. We have the Evil Heckler, which is the upgraded Booty Bay Bodyguard. We have the Clockwork Gnome, which gives us a spare part upon death. Then, of course, I think one of the best arena picks right now for a common Warlock card, the Fearsome Doomguard. What do you think there, Zero?
Fearsome Doomguard's really good. I like the Evil Heckler because we don't really have any taunts and our 4 drops are limited. But the Fearsome Doomguard, I mean, we have some synergy with Demon Wrath. It's a toss up.
Yeah, it's tough right now because we do have the Boulder Fist Ogre, we do have the North Sea Kraken, but man, having 3 bombs this early in the draft means that the rest of the draft we can just concentrate on evening out our curve.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Fearsome Doomguard.
I think so, yeah. All right, so our next choices are, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is our 12th pick. So we can now start thinking about those first, 11 cards that we have picked already and look at the synergies that they have. We got the Twilight Drake, which is the +1 health for each card in your hand. Master Jouster. Reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, gain Taunt and Divine Shield. And then the Cold Light Oracle. Each player draws 2 cards. I almost want to go Master Jouster just because looking at the list, we have 3 big guys. We have we have a 5-drop, a 6-drop, a 7, and a 9.
Yeah, we're looking really good for joust mechanics. I would go with the Master Jouster myself.
I think so. So we're gonna pick that. Our next pick, another Soulfire, an Ice Rager, and Dancing Swords. I don't know. This is tough. We're a little. I wouldn't say we're. You know what? Our 3 spot is actually empty because we have Demon Wrath, which isn't. You don't drop that on turn 3. And then we have Big Game Hunter. You don't drop that on turn 3. So we really don't have a minion for turn 3. I almost want to say Dancing Swords just to have that 4/4 body on the board on turn 3.
Yeah, and my screen glitched a little bit. I'm resetting it.
Okay.
What's
okay.
the 3 choices again?
Okay, so we have Soulfire, which we already have 1 of. Then we have the Ice Rager, which is the 3-cost 5/2. Then we have another 3-cost Dancing Swords, which is the Death Rattle your opponent draws a card, and it's a 4/4.
Okay. All right, I'm seeing things now. This is really a coin flip between all 3. Well, I don't like Ice Rager anyways, but between Dancing Swords and Soulfire.
I tell you what, I'm gonna go with Dancing Swords just because I think it's gonna be tough for them to remove, and then of course by the time they remove it, we might have gotten some value out of it. Maybe it took out a minion, maybe it 2 for 1 by hitting face and taking out a minion. So we're gonna go Dancing Swords, and
Okay.
it's a decent on turn 3. It's definitely a good body. Alright, our next choice is Amani Berserker, which is a 2-drop 2/3 with an enraged mechanic. Then another Dark Iron Dwarf, and then our Arch Mage, which is 6-cost, 4 attack, 7 health. It looks like we don't have a minion for turn 2, and having a 2/3 on turn 2 is never bad, especially when it might enrage with the +3 attack.
Yeah, and believe it or not, this actually does synergize pretty good with Demon Wrath.
Yeah, because Demon Wrath only does 2 damage, so it could actually work well. Of course, I want to pick the Archmage just to work well with the Master Jouster, but we don't. That's our only Joust card right now, so we don't want to put all our eggs in that basket just yet. We do need a 2-drop. We need a guy that we can throw down on turn 2, because right now the only 2-cost card we have is Dark Bomb, and that's not necessarily what we're dropping on turn 2. So I think we're going to go with the Amani Berserker on this one.
Okay.
Alright, our next choices are the Jormonger, which is the 7-cost 5/9 beast. Then we have Abusive Sergeant, which you see a lot of in the rush decks, giving +2 attack this turn. And then we have Mortal Coil, deal 1 damage and draw a card if it kills it. That's tough.
Mortal Coil to me usually is a snap pick for Hearthstone Arena because it's great value, it gets rid of early minions, and it gives you that card draw.
Yeah, because it's kind of tough to tap in the early game. in Arena because you're wanting to get those minions on the board. So drawing that card and being able to maybe take out that one drop that they just threw down is always nice. So I think Mortal Coil is a good pick too. Alright, our next choices. Ooh, I really like our next choice, and I think I know what I'm taking. We got Kazan Mystic, which is a great tech card, but we might not run into a lot of secrets. We have Implosion, and then we have Void Crusher. I want to grab that Implosion so bad. You know, we deal damage and then, of course, get minions on the board that are demons. You know, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Void Crusher is not great.
Yeah.
Kazan Mystic has its merits because Mage and Paladins played a lot in Arena, but Implosion is just too much value to pass up.
I agree. We're gonna go as much as I want the Kazan Mystic because I want to get rid of those mages. You know, if we were playing on ladder or in ranked, Kazan Mystic would be so simple to run in a deck because you know you have a choice to put secrets in your deck. In Arena, if you pick Mage, you're not really gonna get secrets. It might not happen. So the pick here is with Implosion, I think. Alright, so we're looking at our next pick being Demon Fire, deal 2 damage, or if it's a demon, give +2/+2 instead. We have Voidwalker and Elven Archer. I'm thinking the Voidwalker, dude, just because we need a 1-drop. The only 1-drop we have is Flame Imp right now. I think having that Voidwalker would definitely help.
I agree. We need that 1-drop and we need that taunt.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to go Voidwalker because later on it could be just enough of a stall out to get us the win next turn. Ooh, this is interesting. So we have Goblin Sapper, which is +4 attack while your opponent has 6 or more cards in his hand. Then we have the 6-cost Mogre's Champion. He's an 8/5, but he has 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. And then we have the 2-drop Tiny Knight of Evil. Whenever you discard a card, gain +1/+1. I don't know. This is tough because we have a few big guys. We're looking at our 2 spot is only Amani Berserker. I
would say Tiny Knight of Evil.
That's what I'm thinking too. I wish
it has good synergy with Demon Wrath. It has good synergy with Soulfire.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I almost want to pick the Goblin Sapper, but and that's just because of his health. But I think Tiny Knight of Evil is just a little bit better.
The thing about Goblin Sapper is they're probably not going to get a lot of card draw engines, and usually in Arena they want to dump their hand as quickly as possible, and you do get to a point where it's almost a top deck war.
There we go. So Tiny Knight of Evil it is. Especially since we have that 1 Soulfire. Alright, so it looks like we have a few more Warlock cards here in our next pick. We have Demon Fuse, which is the TGT card that gives +3/+3 and your opponent a mana crystal. Then we have the Succubus, which is a 2-drop 4/3, discard a random card, and then Nightblade. Deal 3 damage to the enemy hero. I so would pick that if it was deal 3 damage anywhere. But
since we just picked up Tiny Knight of Evil, I really think Succubus will go well with this deck.
Dude, I want to pick Succubus too. I mean, you know,
it's another good 2-drop.
Yep, and we're discarding a card, so we drop Tiny Knight of Evil, and then next turn, maybe, you know, Mortal Coil and Succubus. So let's pick Succubus for this. It'll be another 2-drop, and maybe another chance for us to buff the Tiny Knight of Evil. Alright, so our next choice is we have Sunwalker, which is the blue cow. We have Saboteur, which his battle cry is your opponent's hero power cost 5 more next turn. Then we have the Imp Master. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage and summon a 1/1 imp.
This is literally right down the middle.
It is, because I want Sunwalker, but yet that Imp Master, right?
The Sunwalker, if we were just going off flat value, is probably the better card. However, we do need a 3-drop, and we don't have too many late game cards. Or we don't want too many game cards, that is.
Yeah,
So Imp Master is probably better for that reason, because we're already clogged up in the 6 to 8
we do,
drops.
and we do have a lot of synergy with demons right now. Well, not a lot, but we have quite a bit where the Imp Master would work well. And it is one of those 3 drops where they want to kill it because it's basically making minions no matter what every turn. So
Yeah, it's going to force board wipes, which is good to try to get out early.
all right, so I wish we had the blue cow, but we don't. All right, we chose the Imp Master on that. This next choice is going to be Floating Watcher, or Dark Bomb, or Stone Skin Gargoyle. This is tough because we do need a minion besides Anti-Killbot for turn 5. Right now, turn 5 is Anti-Killbot, and that's it. And sometimes we won't want to heal or need to heal on turn 5. I don't know. It's probably between Floating Watcher and Dark Bomb. We already have one Dark Bomb. I don't want to have too many spells and then end up not having minions on the board. So I'm thinking that this fills our 5-drop.
We really need that Floating Watcher. Dark Bomb would be great, but we do have a bit of removal.
Yeah, let's go with Floating Watcher. So we're going to pick this Floating Watcher on this one. All right, our 21st pick. I think you have your chance again, dude, for the Evil Heckler. But right next to him, we see Lord of the Arena and Iron Forge Rifleman. You know, I want to say Evil Heckler just because I think it's going to put just enough of a speed bump in their play to give us time to get out our fatties. Our Boulder
I
Fist
agree.
Ogre
We need a 4-drop.
Yeah,
We only have Dark Iron Dwarf, really.
Yep. So, as much as I really like Lord of the Arena, I think our Evil Heckler is going to fill our 6th spot better because our 6th spot has Boulder Fist Ogre and Master Jouster. Our 4th spot only has Dark Iron Dwarf. So we're going to choose Evil Heckler here. Alright, our 22nd pick is either going to be Lowly Squire, which is the gain +1 attack on Inspire, the Dire Wolf Alpha, or the Flame Imp.
We've gotten an opportunity for a lot of Flame Imps.
We have, and I almost want to pick it again just because we do have that Anti-Killbot in our deck.
And we now have the Floating Watcher, which has great synergy with Flame Imp.
Yeah, I don't think that Direwolf... I mean, it looks like we're going to have some Imps on the board between Imp Master and Implosion, which is great with Direwolf Alpha, because you lay him at the end of that line of Imps and then just run all of them into a big minion on their side, or lay them in between those Imps and run to face. But I still think... I think this Flame Imp is tough to pass up, because if we have 2, that guarantees... it's like almost a guarantee that you're going to play him on turn 1 almost every game if you have 2.
Yeah, and he's good also with Demon Wrath. I would go with Flame Imp.
We're going to go Flame Imp. Okay, our next pick is the Gurubashi Berserker, which is when he takes damage, get +3 attack. We have the upgrade, or not, the downgraded Evil Heckler. We have the Booty Bay Bodyguard. Then, I think our pick is right here, Zerotio. Shattered Sun Cleric. Give a friendly minion +1/+1.
Yeah, Shattered Sun Cleric is great in Arena. He's good with the Money Berserker. Yeah, that's the snap pick.
We got it. Shattered Sun Cleric it is. Alright, so... Oh, this is good. I like this. We have Armored Warhorse, which is Battlecry. Reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, gain charge, and it's a 5/3. Then we have the Young Priestess, and then we have the Mistress of Pain. You know, I think that Armored Warhorse is looking nice.
Yeah, Mistress of Pain, there's a lot of good arguments. You got Dark Iron Dwarf, Shatter Sun Cleric, Demon Wrath, a lot of good synergies, but the Armored Warhorse, we're really geared up for a Joust deck.
You know, we are. We have, let me see, 5 drops, or 5 cost and more. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 5 right now out of 24 cards. So, and I think we're good. I think we might win the joust. So we're going to go with Armored Warhorse.
Sounds good.
All right, so our next picks, of course, after we choose the Jousting Horse, we get the low-cost minions. We have the Shield Bearer, we have Hellfire, and then we have the Succubus again. I want to pick Hellfire.
Yeah, that's good board clear.
Yep.
And it also works well with Floating Watcher again. Hellfire.
I think Hellfire's our pick for our 25th pick, or 26th. All right, so 27th pick, we can choose Razorfen Hunter, we can choose Dread Infernal, or Dalaran Mage. Let me see. It looks like for our 3-drop, we have Dancing Swords and Imp Master. For our 6-drops, we have the Boulder Fist. We have, how many do we have? 3? Do we really have 3? 6? Yeah. 6 drops getting pretty full. Man, I don't know, though. This is tight.
We really could use the pings with Dread Infernal. It synergizes well with Floating Watcher, Demon Wrath because it's a demon, and Amani Berserker. But Dalaran Mage
you forgot. It synergizes with our Joust.
And it synergizes with our Joust as well. Dalaran Mage, we do have some removal with Implosion, Hellfire, Dark Bomb, Soulfire, Mortal Coil. But honestly, I think Dread Infernal is the way to go.
All right, dude. I agree. I want to pick Dread Infernal. So we're going to go with Dread Infernal on this one.
And why are we playing Warlock if we're not going to play Warlock cards?
Dude, I agree. All right, because we got to have some fun, right? All right, so speaking of Warlock cards, we have for our 28th pick, we have Wrathguard. Whenever this minion takes damage, also deal that to your hero, Silvermoon Guardian, and Mortal Coil. This is tough because I do like the Mortal Coil because we only have 1. It would be nice to have 2. That way we see them every game. But man, that Wrathguard synergizes so well with everything we're talking about. I mean, we're a Warlock. I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
this is tough.
Hurting yourself by taking damage is normally not a good thing. But we are running Floating Watcher. And we have Demon Wrath in here.
Okay, so Wrathguard is only really synergizing with Floating Watcher and Demon Wrath. Whereas Mortal Coil, I mean, you can't deny that it's an awesome card for card draw, and the fact if we have 2, we're seeing it every game. I want to say Mortal Coil.
I want to say Mortal Coil too, but I could give arguments for Wrathguard, but I will definitely go with you there for Mortal Coil.
Okay, we're going with Mortal Coil. All right, so apparently they really want us to have Warlock cards because we got 2 picks again with this. We have Dark Bomb, Hellfire, and then the Bone Guard Lieutenant. When you inspire him, he gains 1 health. You know, I think they're allowing us to get that second Dark Bomb. They're saying you need the second Dark Bomb.
Bone Guard Lieutenant would be nice, but honestly, the Dark Bomb looks really pretty to me. Hellfire, another board clear, but we have a couple already.
Well, and I think the way our deck's going, if we're going to run, this is kind of like a Joust deck. We have 2 Joust mechanics in there right now. We have couple big guys, actually more than a couple. So I'm thinking that early control with this Dark Bomb would definitely help.
That's what I'm thinking. We are a little short on 2 drops, but honestly, I think the first 3-4 turns we're going to be just controlling the board till our big guys are ready.
Okay, so we're going Dark Bomb. And then our last pick is we have the Felguard, which destroy 1 of your mana crystals, but he is a 3/5 with taunt. We have the Saboteur again. Then we have our 2-drop, can't attack, and then you inspire him and he can attack. I don't know.
What's the name on that one?
We have Argent Watchman, and then, of course, Saboteur and Felguard. The Argent Watchman, he's a 2-cost, 2/4, and you inspire him, and it enables him to attack.
I just don't like him.
Yeah, I think he's too situational. He might, if we do drop him on 2, do we really want to tap next turn on turn 3 when we could play our Dancing Swords or our Imp Master or our Shattered Sun Cleric. You know, seeing that our turn 3 minions are all, you know, we're wanting to play them on turn 3. I think if we didn't have so many turn 3 minions, I think we would pick him, but I want to go with the Felguard on this. Destroy one of... If we draw him late game, great, because we're not worried about destroying mana crystals.
Yeah, but if we draw him late game, we have so much other things to play. I honestly would like to see us grab the Saboteur.
Let's see. Yeah.
That would be some control early game so they can't use their hero power.
Okay.
And it's a good solid 3-drop, unlike Argent Watchman, who's not a solid 3-drop.
Well, okay, so let's go with Saboteur, because we might see some mages, and honestly, the mage, they tend to use their hero power quite a bit, especially in the turns 4 and 5. So
yeah, mages and paladins.
All right, well, our last pick's going to be Saboteur. And
Awesome.
we're going to go straight into our game, because I think we've got the lay of our deck pretty well. Usually I want to go over my deck and look at all my cards, but I think for YouTube purposes and the fact that we have 2 brains going in at this, I think we're okay. So we're gonna jump right in. All right. So Zerotio, my highest win count in Arena is 9. Where do you sit?
I have also capped out at 9.
I was gonna say I think you and I are tied. I think that 24-hour stream we learned a lot about each other.
Oh yeah,
we had a lot of time to talk Hearthstone.
I usually get a solid 4 most of the time. I do get 6 every now and then if I get some good drafts, but that's about as good as I get. The 9 was early, I think season 3, and I was playing Hunter, and I got like lots of traps and lots of I think I had 3 Unleash the Hounds. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, let me reset. All right, I think we're good.
I
Okay.
think we keep the Succubus and the Dark Bomb.
That's what I'm thinking too. All right. Hope for a Mortal Coil and a Flame Imp. Hey,
Oh, close enough.
That is close. That is close. It looks like we got our... If he drops a bunch of guys, we got the removal. If he doesn't, then we're just gonna drop that Succubus. You know what? I'm half tempted to drop the Succubus right now.
Yeah. If we don't discard the Mortal Coil, that'll give us a card draw later.
I'm not okay with dropping the Big Game Hunter. Hopefully we won't discard that. But we have a 25% chance to discard that. So I say we risk it, because getting that 4-3 out early, what kind of removal is he really going to have?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's coin out the Succubus, and let's see what happens. And it looks like we're gonna get rid of our... Well, the one we didn't want to get rid of. But, you know, it's not all is lost. Not all is lost.
We still have early game pressure.
Oh yeah.
As long as he doesn't have Rock Fighter Weapon, which read my mind. At least that's damage to the face. We did what it wanted to do. Is 4 damage.
That's right. So, okay. So of course we tap. I mean, doing 3 damage to the face right now would just be insane. We'd be wasting a Dark Bomb. We need to save those for a little bit of control. I'm actually liking our hand. I think we're going to be okay. Well, I'm glad we have this 3-drop.
Well, the 3-drop trades evenly and then he draws a card. We could just Dark Bomb this away.
So we go ahead and use our Dark Bomb right now, and it puts us on an even playing field. Because the Saboteur's Battlecry really didn't hurt us at all. We weren't planning on tapping.
No.
So, and we have another one, so... Yeah, you want to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then possibly whatever he plays, we can either Dancing Swords and Mortal Coil it, or we can Dark Bomb it and tap. Ooh, this is going to be tough. This is tough.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of stuff he has to put on top of it.
Yeah, and we can't get rid of it. We can't...
Well, I say we dancing swords it. We go ahead and throw dancing swords out, and even if he buffs it, if he runs it in, we can dark bomb it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we dancing swords, and then if he happens to buff it and run into it, he's still will know that if he buffs it, then he'll have 2 health remaining.
Yeah, we'll have dark bomb for it.
Okay, all right, we're gonna go with the dancing swords then, because I mean he's thinking right now, he's saying thank you because he wants to draw cards, and he can probably get rid of that pretty easy. Or not. I mean, you know, this is Arena. You never know what they have.
I just can't think of too much from Shaman he would buff that with.
Well, if he does the what is it? The Wrath, or not Wrath, but Earthshock. If he Earthshocks it, then he doesn't get the card draw, and that's the only 1 damage pinpoint I can think of for Shaman. So
yeah.
I think he's having a tough time right now because he can't think of it either, and he's actually looking at his hand. So
that's a good point. The Earthshock, that would be a way to get rid of it, but he doesn't get the card draw. And then he's got to think we'd have Mortal Coil.
Yeah, and I think that's what he's thinking about right now. He's not wanting to Earthshock it because he wants to get that card draw, but he also doesn't want that, you know, that 4 attack. Now let's start talking about our next turn. If he doesn't do anything, do we... Wow, he's really not doing anything.
Yeah, he either DC'd or he just couldn't figure it out. This is easily a Shatter Sun run it in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's why our swords stay alive. And I say we drop the flame in. Okay, we just won.
Oh.
Alright.
We won.
Now we have to wait until he's gone, because we can't do anything. I got the arrow going around. This guy and this guy over here.
Will it let you click on it?
This guy. No, I can't click anywhere. It's just, yeah.
I can't.
We'll give it a second.
Oh, I can't do that.
I can't do that.
Can't do that. Or
That minion attack.
See if it'll let you escape. Hit escape so you're not attacking at all.
nope. All right, so we gotta wait until he really DCs, or until he comes back. I'm actually hoping he comes back. That way we get to test our deck out. Although he did miss a turn, which kind of stinks.
I can't do
Yeah, and it said he left, so I've had some bugginess going on with Hearthstone today, so I don't know.
Yeah, earlier I lost 2 stars, because they were playing cards, but I couldn't play cards. I ended my turn, and they were continuing to play cards, but I couldn't.
Yeah, it would show the card, and I could see their cursor moving around. It wouldn't let them do anything, but it wouldn't rope them either at the same time. That happened to me today.
Yeah. Okay, so
there's a win. There's
Yeah.
our first win.
Yeah, I think we got it. So let's change this. We are 1-0. That was fast, right? All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go right in again.
Of course, now that Hearthstone can be played on a phone, it could have been, his bus showed up, or the train arrived, or they went under a tunnel.
This is true. Yeah. Well, when he comes out of that tunnel, he's gonna be upset that he lost his arena run.
Yeah, I don't ever do any rank play or arena runs on my phone or tablet.
Yeah.
Your soul shall be mine.
At least not in the confines of my own home with my own internets.
I'm thinking we get rid of Implosion and keep everything else.
Agreed. Plus, if we're going to keep Succubus, we really don't want to lose Implosion.
No. We run 2 Mortal Coils, so I'm okay with losing that. And honestly, losing that Dread Infernal wouldn't really be so bad this early in the game.
No, we have a lot of big threats.
Yeah. So I think we're okay. All right. My wife is joining us on the YouTube. What do you think? Warlock against Warrior? She has no idea. So, all right, we're gonna discard. I mean, right?
Job's done.
I'm okay with
Yeah,
that. I'm okay
I
with
mean,
that.
we need something for him to swing his fiery war axe into.
Yeah. So he's going to swing it just like the shaman did, but he's still going to take 2 damage. So
What did we discard?
we discarded the Hellfire. We discarded Hellfire.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we have no choice but to tap. And we get another big fat guy. So I don't know. We might be okay. Turn 4 we can reveal a minion, but the bad thing is our big minions are in our hand.
Well, not all of them. We do have quite a few.
Yeah. I am wondering if we tap and do Tiny Knight.
Or Tiny Knight and then tap.
All right. Well,
Because we want that Tiny Knight in play when we tap.
yeah.
Wait, I'm thinking of the Floating Watcher. I guess it doesn't really matter.
So do you want to try the Armored Warhorse?
Yeah. Here,
See what
worst case
happens.
scenario, if we get the charge, we kill the ogre. If we don't, then he's probably going to kill it with his fire war axe. It's more damage to face, and we get rid of that axe.
All right, we're gonna try it.
Job's done.
All right. So, but we got a 5/3 minion on the board, and like you said, he's gonna either take 5 to the face. Well, I mean, he'll probably armor up first, but yeah, we might be forcing him to use his hero power this turn.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Is now he's limited to 2 mana to do anything else, if he
Yeah.
can do anything else. And taking some damage early is not going to hurt us. We have anti-killbot.
Yeah, I agree.
And I would say we anti-killbot this turn, because if he does run his ogre into it, that gives us something to Mortal Coil.
I think that's a good idea because although we're losing 2 health, we're not, in the min-max ratio here. We're not
Exactly.
totally taking advantage of it, but we need a minion on the board. And at 3 attack, it's actually good for his ogre to run into. And I doubt he has another fiery war axe. So,
Yeah.
and being at 30 health is not necessarily a bad thing.
No, not at this point in the game, going into turn 5.
All right. Wow. Oh, okay. Wasn't counting on that. King's Defender.
No, I was not.
That's an interesting turn of events. All right. So that ogre putting in some work.
I like the Dread Infernal. We're ahead on life, and he really would need to use removal or trade both into it to get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what we're gonna go with. He might have an execute, but either way, he's taking damage to the face or his ogre's dying, which I'm okay with both. And putting a demon on the board is never a bad thing, especially a 6/6 demon. So
Yes.
a 6/6 body on turn 3 or on turn 6 is not necessarily a bad thing.
And he's probably going to try to hit this with his ogre, but it's going to hit us instead.
I'm liking that. I'm
too.
really liking that. Yeah, he's not happy right now. All right, so let's think here. I almost want to run the Dread Infernal into the Harvest Golem and then Mortal Coil the next mech that comes out and see where we're at with cards in our hand and possibly drop the Evil Heckler.
That's what I was thinking, and then Evil Heckler.
Because see, our Dread Infernal's going to stay alive, which he doesn't have an execute. He's going to have to deal with it. So
Yeah, that's the way to go.
And card draw is never a bad thing. I mean, we have a lot of cards in our hand, but it's always good to have more. And we get rid of a minion on his board.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Ooh. Oh man, this is tough. I think Evil Heckler and Tiny Knight of Evil.
Yes, yes.
You smell like a leopardo.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go
'Cause-
with that.
If Ogre goes to our face, we can clear it with a Tiny Knight of Evil.
Yeah. Yeah, because if Ogre can get around that taunt, which is a real good possibility, then we go with it. But he doesn't, but still the Ogre's gone. And we have two
Yeah.
minions on the board, both of which are demons. Okay, so there's his Execute, which isn't bad because you know what? Out of our big fatties, that's the one that we're okay with dying because he's obviously done his work. He's done a great job.
I think we drew Master Jouster right in time. We don't have a lot of our high cost in there, but he's gotten rid of a lot of his high cost as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking Master Jouster and then attempt to go to face with the Tiny Knight.
Yeah.
I am undefeated.
Ooh, close. That was a close one.
Oh, yeah, it was.
All right, do we Flame Imp or tap? I'm thinking tap.
Well, let's attack with a Tiny Knight to face and see what happens.
Okay.
If it hits Ogre, I would say Flame Imp, so we can try to clear it with our Flame Imp next turn. Also,
I
if he
agree.
attacks us and hits Flame Imp, that's great value for us.
Yep.
My thanks.
Well played.
All right.
For Blackwing.
Oh, he played right into that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we draw our BGH.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
All right. So do we tap and hope for BGH?
No, I say we first try to get our Flame Imp to hit Moga.
Okay. All right, we'll do that.
Is this really necessary?
Ooh.
Well,
That's
that's
tough.
not good.
I think we almost have no choice but to tap and hope we get a taunt. I don't know. We have our Void Walker.
I'd say we attack with our Master Jouster and see what it hits. Try to hit his Crusher, because then we could North Sea Crack on the Crusher if it hits it.
All right, so that's it. We got it. I forgot that the Crusher does it. So we got
Yeah.
a little bit of room.
I mean, we're at 1, but it doesn't look good. And I think he probably has us.
Yeah, if he has anything to buff the Ogre, but the thing is, oh, wow.
Probably has
Okay.
a weapon.
For the war chief.
Oh, the charge. Okay. All right. Well, and wow, 2 King's Defenders. This guy, he had
He went
3
all
weapons.
out.
He had 3 weapons. Look at that. Well played. All right, well, we're gonna.
He had a good draft. That's not a bad loss.
Yeah, so we're 1-1. We're gonna stop there for now, and then we're gonna pick this up a little bit later. I don't want to make a. This is already at 48 minutes, so we're gonna stop it here at 1-1, and then we'll pick up maybe later on. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys enjoyed.
Good night, everybody.